You want to give me back shots while my stomach growling.
Let's rock.
Can you run for me all not stopping me? Can you take it to the top of me?
Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it is I, your host, the RoyalBaddie. And if you are returning, welcome back. I'm glad to have you at another girl chat. So, yeah, I want to talk about men courting you and taking us on dates and stuff as women. So let's get right into it. I feel like at my age, I'm in my 20s, and I've noticed a lot of dudes, they say that they don't want to take you nowhere because you're not their girlfriend or you not giving them nothing. So they like, why would I take you out when I ain't getting nothing? But as soon as they get something, they like, why would I take you out when you gave it up for me doing nothing? So it's really like a lose-lose with them type of dudes. And I noticed the type of dudes that say that they don't want to take you out or anything, they have issues from childhood, where it's like maybe their mom wasn't present, their dad wasn't present, or their mom or dad wasn't there how they needed them to be, or maybe they seem like their mom get beat on, or something happened in their home where it's affecting them as a person. Like it altered the way that they think about women. And I noticed also those type of dudes that say that type of stuff are the type of dudes that don't really have nothing going for them for real. Like they don't have no real career for real. They don't have nothing that they really want to accomplish. If I ask them about their goals, they wouldn't really have like, okay, I'm gonna accomplish this by this time, and I'm gonna accomplish this by this time, and I got this that I already accomplished. Like that. They don't have stuff that they're really working towards, so they don't really have no direction. So of course they ain't gonna have no direction with you or dating you. It's like, what can I get for you for free? Give me something. As a woman, as if we owe them something. But then on the other side of the spectrum, I've also talked to guys that do come from a good family background, that do come from like loving parents, they grew up off of love, instead of these type of guys that grew up off of survival. Dudes that grew up off of love, they tend to court you, they open doors for you, they tend to be working towards something. They tend to have a good stable job or a good stable career, that something that they're happy with doing, something that they enjoy doing. I just like recently realized this, like it really does matter about how their upbringing, where they come from, what they saw growing up, what they what type of love was they around. Are they close with their mom, their dad, their grandma? Do they have sisters? How do they treat their sisters? Like that stuff really do matter, because it'll show you how this person will treat you. But also, you really do have to take your time with getting to know somebody, because you don't want to end up like regretting anything. And you shouldn't regret nothing. I got written on my mirror, no regrets, because you should see it as a lesson learned. Okay, if you feel like this was something that shouldn't have happened, just take that lesson and move forward, and don't make the same mistake again. That's really it. But I feel like the right man is not going to have you pushing him for a date or trying to convince him to take you on a date. The right man is gonna know exactly what to do with you, how to treat you, where to treat you, when to treat you. You know, like he's gonna know exactly what to do with you. And if he don't know exactly what to do with you, as long as he's teachable, then that's great, because that means he cares and he wants to learn. Even if he did grow up on struggle up, or if he grew up like not in a two-parent household, if he's teachable and he's willing to learn how to love you, how you want to be loved, then yes, that's a great person, that's a great man. But if he out here just talking like how these dudes be talking, like, why would I take her on a date? She ain't did nothing for me, blah blah, like she ain't my girl, these girls gonna go, it's so many girls out here. Like, dudes really say that, like, it's too many girls out here for me to be trying to take you on a date when this girl ain't gonna ask for a date. And I feel like as women, we do kind of set the bar low sometimes, because why do they feel like it's okay to say that? Like, that is not okay. And why do you feel like you shouldn't take me on a date? Like, you want to give me back shots while my stomach growling. Like, you don't want to feed me? Like, you don't want to spend time with me? You just want to pound me like a jackrabbit? Like, that is so unattractive, and that shows their mindset also, that how young-minded they are. Now, I always tell them type of boys, okay, if you feel that way, you need to go find you a girl that's with that. It's girls out here that's with that. I'm not one of them. Like, I want to be courted. I want to be loved. I want to be taken on dates. I want to go on trips with my man. I want to do fun things. I want to experience new things with my man. I want to be sexy for my man. I want to dress up. Like, you don't want to see me dressed up in your favorite color, dress. You don't want to see me in a nice body fitting dress. You don't want to, like, you don't want to go experience something new with me. Like, that's that about this generation. That's what be confusing me, because I'm like, well, not confuse me, but it just be having me mind boggled, because I'm like, you dudes really think like that? But the dudes that think like that, they grew up with mommy issues or daddy issues or abandonment issues, some type of issues where they didn't get the type of love that they needed, so they in survival mode. And me, I grew up off pure love. I grew up loved. I grew up spoiled. I'm still spoiled. Like, I'm still loved. I'm still spoiled. Even now that I'm grown, like, I spoil myself. My mama she's still there for me. She's still like an active part in my life. She still give me great advice. My mama is my rock. My mama is my best friend. So it's like, I grew up in a 2-parent household. I grew up loved. I grew up being told I love you. I grew up being told that I'm beautiful. I grew up being told that, yeah, this is what you deserve. I grew up how you should raise your kid, like, with love. Not how you should raise your kid, because everybody got their ways of how they should raise their children, but I'm saying the foundation of how you should raise a child, with pure love and letting them figure out who they are, encouraging them to figure out who they are. I find that those type of boys that don't really want to take you on a date, like, don't even waste your time with them. And if you do like them, I would say you gotta let them miss you, and then if they come back around, they should be trying to take you on a date. And if they not, then that's just who they are. That is very important as a young woman dating. You need to ask questions. What's your 5-year plan? I got that from Steve Harvey. My mom sent me a Steve Harvey video, and he said, don't be asking like what's their favorite color. Ask things that matter, especially if you're dating intentionally. Ask things that matter. What's your 5-year plan? How do you act when you're frustrated? You gotta see how they act when they are low on money or something doesn't go their way. You gotta see how they act when somebody don't pay them back, because that'll show how they will treat you. They frustrated in traffic and they cussing everybody out. You gotta watch out for stuff like that. But like, also, if they're thoughtful, like, oh, I saw this, my mama was telling me about this, so I'm gonna get this for her. Oh, I remember that my mom said she didn't have any paper towels at the house, so let me grab, so can you grab those, babe, and put them in the cart. Like, if he tell you stuff like that, like, you just gotta pay attention, and a person will show you who they are before they tell you who they are. Even while they're talking, if they're not talking about themselves, but their conversation will show you who they are. I think that's really important, and I want us ladies, especially in our 20s, who's dating for something serious, y'all know y'all worth and know what you willing, what you won't accept. And I'm still learning. Like, this is a journey. You never completely fully know. Like, you never know, because it's always that one dude that you might like, and then that you might think it's okay to let up on your standards, and it's not. That's not okay, because soon as you give a boy an inch, he's gonna ice skate on your ass. And we don't want that. We want guys to treat us how we deserve, so we can treat them how they deserve. Treat me good, I'm gonna treat you better. I feel like as women, we tend to date potential. We tend to give men too many chances, and we tend to let our standards go. Like, we don't stand on them how men stand on theirs. If you ain't got what a man wants, he's not finna date your potential. He gone. He out of there. So yeah, as women, I just want y'all to know, you are worth dates. You are worth opening the door. If you want him to walk to your door, you're worth that. If you want him to come pick you up, you worth that. If you want him to cherish you and court you and compliment you, you're worth that. But you have to show these guys that you know that you're worth that. You have to show them this is what you accept, nothing less. Make sure y'all listen to sexy music so you can get in your feminine, so that you can feel yourself and feel sexy. And that just, I feel like that helps with confidence and self-esteem. I love me some old school music. I'm forever listening to old school jams and just dancing in the mirror and affirming what I want for my life. So yeah, make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all stay pretty, get your nails did, keep your nails did, keep your hair did, keep some lashes if you like lashes, keep a fresh face if you like fresh face, work on your makeup if you love makeup, work on your craft, whatever that is also, because that will help build your confidence and your self-esteem, because like you have something to lose, so it's like you move different. Just keep y'all crown where it belongs, okay? Let me know what type of content you would like to see from me. If you like this content here, make sure to check out my TikTok. It's growing rapidly. And make sure to check out my Instagram also. I got some fun little content over there, so go check it out. The link is in the description. And until next time, bye.
Let's rock.
Can you